the boy came across a wrongful conviction in the news. 2 days earlier, his classmate Yoon-jin had been kidnapped. Police, relying on fingerprints left on the ransom note, identified the kidnapper as a college student named Hyun-jun. But only the boy, Hae-young, knew the police had made a mistake. That day after school, he had seen with his own eyes a woman in red high heels pick Yoon-jin up. Hae-young rushed to the police station and told them the real culprit was a woman. But no one was willing to listen to a kid. Because of that, Yoon-jin was brutally murdered. In South Korea, the statute of limitations on murder was 15 years. Once that period passed, the real killer could no longer be prosecuted. 15 years later, the only eyewitness, Hae-young, had just graduated from the police academy. One day, he heard someone calling his name from inside a garbage truck. When he opened up the trash bags inside, he found an old walkie-talkie. From it came a voice saying that Hyun-jun's body had been discovered in a psychiatric hospital. Hae-young brought the walkie-talkie back to the station. His co-workers told him it had no batteries, so it couldn't have made a sound. That sent chills down his spine. To confirm whether it had been a hallucination, he went to the psychiatric hospital. The place had clearly been abandoned for years. Sure enough, he discovered a set of remains in a manhole. Forensic investigators examined the site. Hae-young told them to compare the DNA with that of the kidnapper Hyun-jun from 15 years ago. The results were an exact match. Even more important, Hyun-jun's right thumb had been cut off. And back then, the ransom note had only Hyun-jun's right thumbprint on it. In other words, the real culprit had murdered Hyun-jun and planted the evidence. But now, only 24 hours remained before the statute of limitations expired. The chief had no interest in solving the case, worried it might ruin his career. With no other option, Hae-young revealed the truth in front of a crowd of reporters. The story exploded across South Korea. The chief was furious, but Park Hae-young was certain this was the last chance to catch the real killer. As a criminal profiler, he noticed the syringe near the remains and the clean, professional cut where the thumb had been removed. From that, he deduced the culprit was a nurse. At that very moment, a nurse in a hospital was watching the news in a panic.